Hello, hello. Okay, this is the spiritual advice deck. All right, so what we have is practice gratitude. It says appreciation, thankfulness, content, joy. Okay, it's always good. I always practice gratitude. I'm so grateful for my life. I really am. That's the reason why I do this, guys. And so it says release the past. It came out in the right side position. Both of these cards, by the way. Release the past. It says let it go, healing, renewal, and growth. That's definitely important. And once you do that, you definitely will be grateful. I know that. That's why I'm so grateful. Yeah, it's just that release to make you feel so much better and give you a new lease on life. You know what I mean? So, okay, this came out in the opposite position, and this is practice acceptance in the opposite position. So that's something we need to work on. And it says letting go, surrender, peace, forgiveness. All right, that's something that we need to work on. And this also came out of the opposite position. So I'm going to read this card. It says, embrace your inner child. Okay. Healing, playfulness, innocence, and joy. Okay. So we need to be working on that. Embracing our inner child. And then this came out in the opposite position as well. All right. Let's see what this is. It says, be honest with yourself and your partner. It says authenticity, truth, communication, and trust. This is something that we need to work on. Okay. All right, and this also came out in the opposite position. We got some work to do, right? All right, it says release attachments to outcomes, surrender, trust, letting go, and faith. Let's work on that. All right, we got another one in the opposite position. All right, it says practice self-reflection. All right, we need to work on that because that's when we can actually see the truth about ourselves. And when we see the truth about ourselves, we know where the work started. Okay, so introspection, self-awareness, self-discovery, and growth. All right, so we need to work on that. All right, so this came out in the right side position. So there's something that we're already practicing, and we practice. We got to keep on doing it. We just keep on doing it. Okay, so it says be kind to yourself and others. Compassion, empathy, love, and kindness. All right, let's continue with that. It's beautiful. All right, and then this came out in the right side position as well. It says practice self-care. All right, nurturing, restoration, rejuvenation, and well-being. Let's keep up with that. Let's keep up with that. It's good. All right, and this came out in the opposite position. So this is practice patience. We need to work on that. Waiting, enduring, perseverance, and trust. We need to work on that, okay? All right, that's the spiritual advice that you guys. Thank you for listening to the end. This is Empress Tam, and I love you, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.